Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, cadets, whatever time it is where you are when you're watching this. Welcome to a bit of information with Sue around road safety. My name is TJ Routledge and I'm a Fire Cadets Coordinator for Enfield, Barnet and Haringey. Sue, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi TJ, thanks for inviting me on to speak to the cadets. So my name's Sue Douglas. I'm a road safety officer with the London Fire Brigade, but your cadets might recognise me as well because I'm a cadet volunteer instructor at Havering.
Superb. Thank you for your service and volunteering for us, Sue. You're a well-loved volunteer and expert in road safety as well. So, Sue, the first question I had for you is, what advice would you give our cadets about road safety?
That's a good question, CJ. Yeah, I think road safety is seen as primarily to do with cars a lot of the time. But what I would say is road safety is for anybody who uses the roads in any form. So, you know, there's car drivers, motorcyclists, cyclists, pedestrians, anybody really that goes out on the road and uses the road has to be concerned with road safety. Yeah. So I think the idea of it, you know, only being, oh, if I drive a car, I've got to drive carefully and, you know, watch road safety is a bit of a misconception, really. So for the cadets, what I would say is that even as, you know, pedestrians, they have to be careful when navigating our roads. You know, if they're going across the road, go and use a crossing rather than just crossing the road. So what I would say really, TJ, is road safety is relevant to everybody, not just car drivers or, you know, motorists.
Superb. So don't think you're above the system there, cadets. If you are using the road as a pedestrian, you are classed as a road user. And something I've noticed, you know, a lot of time now when I'm working in Tottenham is there are so many young people on these electric scooters nowadays. And just from me to you, please do be careful on them. I've seen lots of young people weaving in and out. And yes, they're cool. And yes, they look a lot of fun. But please do be safe. Remember to wear a helmet, act sensible on them, and be respectful to the members of the public as well. Yeah, no, that's superb, Sue. Thanks for your answer. I've got another question for you, though, Sue, because currently we are living in very, very strange times. You know, we're now in a second lockdown. How does this affect road safety in any way? Does it?
It does, TJ. It's a good point. Just skipping back to what you just said there, for any cadets that are on e-scooters, actually they're breaking the law. So they shouldn't be on e-scooters unless they're on private land. You're not allowed at the moment, at present, to be using e-scooters on public pavements or public roads. So that's just a heads up for your cadets. Great advice wearing the helmet, but actually if they are using them to go to school or go out on, it's actually illegal at the moment. They are going to run a pilot in London soon. And there will be rules and regulations about using e-scooters, and as it stands at the moment, you can only use an e-scooter legally if you hire them from an e-scooter hirer. So that's just a bit of information there. As to lockdown, TJ, yeah, I mean, you know, the government at the moment is suggesting that everybody avoids public transport. And so, you know, what they're suggesting is that people get back on their bikes and walk. Which is great advice, except, you know, the nights are getting darker at the moment while we're in lockdown. A lot of cadets will be walking to and from school, to and from college. And what we would say is, obviously, like I said before, use a pedestrian crossing if you're going to cross over. But also, you know, be seen. Try and wear something reflective, even if you only put something like a reflective sticker on your rucksack, or a jacket or something like that. So try and be seen. Also, you know, with lockdown, a lot of routes that they may have taken to school or college may have changed. So the roads may be closed, so they may have to walk along main roads now where they didn't before. Mm-hmm. So that's a consideration. And also, unfortunately, TJ, a lot of car drivers at the moment, because the roads are emptier, are seeing it as a bit of a green light to speed, and so, you know, the traffic might be less, but it will probably be faster. So the cadets really need to keep an eye out for that when they're crossing the road or making their way to school, college, wherever they're going.
Superb. So cadets, remember, lockdown or no lockdown, please always stay alert and be watchful, especially when crossing roads. Be cautious of what you're wearing, especially with these darker nights now as well. Try and stay as visible as you can. That's superb advice there, Sue. Thank you so much. Sue, I've heard of something called the Fatal Four. What is the Fatal Four?
Yeah, TJ, the Fatal Four is actions taken by road users that can cause death or serious injury. So what they are is seat belts, mobile phone, speeding and drink driving. So that's the headings. And if I just quickly give your cadets a little bit of advice about them. So seat belts, obviously, you know, that speaks for themselves. You should wear them, keep safe. It's the law anyway, TJ, so you should be wearing a seatbelt. Mobile phones, well, you know, mobile phone use in cars is shown to increase the likelihood of having an accident because you just can't concentrate on two things at once. You can't be making a call and driving at the same time. Now, cadets might say to you, oh, well, TJ, I don't even drive, you know, I'm a passenger. However, you know, you can distract the driver a lot by having the mobile phone, you know, and seeing the latest TikTok dance and putting it in their face and look at this, which, you know, they can wait to see that. So don't distract any drivers with mobile phones or asking them questions when you're on the phone and things like that. Speeding, again, you know, if they're passengers and someone's in the car speeding, be it their parents, their older siblings, their friends, if they're not comfortable, you know, they have the absolute right to ask that driver to slow down and tell them to slow down, you know, and if it is their parents, you know, you have my permission to tell your parents what to do, cadets. So tell them to slow down. You know, they may not know that you're feeling uncomfortable. They may not think that it's too fast for you, but if it is, you'll know it is and ask them to slow down. Drink driving, same thing really. You know, my advice there would be if you at all think that anybody who you're about to get in the car with has had a drink or drugs, then just don't do it. It's just not worth it, and just don't do it, you know. So get an Uber, get a bus, whatever, but don't get in that car.
No, superb. Thank you very much, Sue, and well explained there. So cadets, do remember all of those Fatal Four points, okay? Remember what Sue said, if you're not feeling comfortable in that car, you can request from the adult who's driving and responsible for you to slow down. Remember, if someone's been under the influence of drugs or alcohol, do not get in that car with them. Don't chance it, don't take the risk. Always be on the side of caution, okay? But Sue, I want to thank you so much for the advice that you've just bestowed on us, the wisdom that you have, the volunteer that you are, and the amazing knowledge that you have around road safety. The Road Safety Week this week is the hashtag, I believe, is no need for speed, is it, Sue?
Yes, that's right, no needs for speed. So again, TJ, that really speaks for itself. So and just to finish, I would just, you know, just say to the cadets just to be sensible, you know, like we asked them to be at unit, you know, to just use their common sense in all cases and all situations, you know. Two things I'd like to just ask the cadets to do on this platform that I've got, TJ, is if they're out on their bikes, to please wear a helmet. Just wear a helmet all the time. You can get some super cool helmets out there. So wear a helmet. Make sure that you buy that helmet from a proper retailer. Please don't buy them on eBay. Please don't buy them off of any sort of those sites, or get one off your friend, because you don't know the history of that helmet. And also, there's a lot of fake helmets out there. You know, they say they're a good make, and you won't know they're not until your head hits the pavement. And then the other thing that I would ask cadets not to do, although there are cadets who do it because they're so sensible, but is wheelies. So wheelies on bikes. I was driving the other day and there was two lads in front of me doing wheelies on the main road. It is so dangerous. You know, we do say you only a tyre's width from, you know, going under another tyre sort of thing. So just be careful. Please don't do it. I mean, I know it's a skill and it's great, but if you can just do it somewhere in the park or private land, please don't do it on the main roads. That'd be fantastic. So that's it really. Just be safe, take care, and watch out for yourselves on the road.
Superb. Okay. From behalf of us as cadet team, thank you very much, Sue, for your time. Cadets, take away this information, listen to what's being said to you, and stay safe out there. And thank you very much, Sue, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, TJ. Cadets.